Oh,
What's going on, Mike?
just having another morning. My daughter and son-in-law just stopped by and we were wishing them a happy 22nd anniversary.
Oh, 22. Wow.
Yep,
That's
yep,
it's not bad. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty good.
yeah. For today's world, that's a record. Although their mother and I have them beat with 48.
Ooh, doubled it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys doubled up on it. Okay. Well, yeah,
So,
congratulations on that. That's amazing.
yep. Well, I will be celebrating ours in December, but that'll be 48 years.
Wow. That's
I
impressive.
keep
So,
telling her
I'm sorry, go
I keep telling her I served my sentence, but she tells me it's a lifetime. No early release for good behavior, so I'm stuck.
She's not gonna let you go, bro?
No, I said I've done my penance. I should be let go. I should be set free. Yeah, sorry, life sentence.
I guess you haven't been quite as good as you thought then.
I thought it was good behavior, but perhaps there's a couple of shaky years in there.
We all have them. We all have
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I keep telling you, you got to laugh about this stuff. If you get taken too seriously, it'll just drive you crazy.
Right, right. Well, that's funny. That's
So
funny.
what's up?
Not much. I definitely didn't want to interrupt family time. Did I catch you at a bad time again?
No, no. They just left. They were gonna go do a couple things. We talked about what we're gonna do for dinner. They're gonna go figure that out. So in the
Uh,
meantime, we'll have the grandkids haunting us while we have some alone time.
oh, they pawn the kids off on you?
Oh yeah, well, my grandson, the 14-year-old grandson, pretty much lives here. My daughter and her husband live next door, the
Uh-huh.
property next door to us. So he pretty much is. Whenever he's got free time, he's over here with his Grammy and Poppy. So he's on spring break, so he's been spending the night here every night.
Okay.
Fall break, excuse me. And then his sister, his 18-year-old sister, will probably get thrown out and told to come next door and bother Grammy and Poppy and left to that for a long time. So I'm expecting to see her less than cheerful face here shortly.
Yeah, that's a rough age. I remember those days for sure. It's not rough getting the little one to go to bed on time.
Oh no, he pretty much is he's very routine oriented, so yeah, that's not a problem.
I got you. I got you. And how old is he?
14, just turned
Oh, okay,
14.
okay. I'm thinking he's like a little one. Okay.
No, no, he's 14 and he's a cutie, so we don't have any problem keeping him around.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, I did not want much, Mike. I remember last time we had spoke, you had mentioned that the property was joint owned by six of you.
Yeah, there's my wife and her six siblings,
Uh-huh.
all are joint owners of it. My sister-in-law that lives up in Prescott is the executive, so she's the lead on it. But she and the rest of them have asked me to be the power of attorney to represent them here in Tucson.
Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I'm curious, what have you guys done to try to sell the property so far?
Well, we started out talking to a realtor back in December and thought we had him lined up, and then as soon as the coronavirus stuff hit, he kind of disappeared into the woodwork. Never signed any papers or did anything
Mm,
official. Just had the conversation with him to start it.
got you,
Since
got you.
then, because of the pandemic, it's been less than a good time to market. So we were just talking. We have a neighbor to the west of us that has a similar property that was thinking of selling, and we were trying to work with her to find a joint buyer that could use the two properties together to make a much bigger, much more usable commercial property.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a possibility. We're talking with some people that are in the process of trying to buy the property, and they're interested, but they have some. They're asking that they want us to carry the property for them, and that's not a
Mm-hmm.
possibility. And
Mm.
so basically, I don't think they're the buyer that we were looking for, but we never know; it could change. And so just recently, I've got a friend that's a realtor,
Mm-hmm.
but she's just a residential property. She isn't licensed to represent commercial properties. So
Okay.
I talked with her a couple days ago, and she's going to put me in touch with somebody out of her office that is a commercial realtor, and I'm going to talk with him about him or her. I guess I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to talk with him about what the current market looks like. And according to
Right.
Willie, the realtor that I know, the residential market is just going crazy right now. She said things are just coming off the market very quickly.
Oh yeah.
But she wasn't as sure if the commercial market was doing the same. So anyway, I'm going to talk to them and see what sort of conditions they see and where we would stand as far as their viewpoint of the value of the property, because I've got the family members have got some very distinct ideas of what they believe they should get out of the property. So I have to now find out if that's a realistic expectation, or if I need to go back to them and talk to them some more about where we're at.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, yeah, it sounds like you got some things to discuss there. And last time we had spoken, I believe you said everybody was looking to get around 20 to 25K each or something like that.
Yeah, the expectation is that after expenses, after everything's covered, they would all like to walk away with 25,000. So that means the property would have to bring 150,000 after expenses. I think that's a reasonable possibility if we sell it ourselves, and I'm not sure if we go through a realtor and have to include commissions and so forth, that we'd still see the same outcome.
Right. So yeah, it sounds like you guys are trying to avoid like the commission costs and the closing costs and all that stuff.
The whole focus is not so much avoiding anything or any expectations other than how do you walk away with 25 each.
Right.
And it's just, can you do that with a realtor? Or if not, we have to make a decision. Either we continue to try to market it without a realtor, and the sister up in Prescott's talking about putting it online in some of the like Facebooks and Marketplace and whatnot, and seeing if that would attract a buyer. Which is all. Another way of going about it, or if we need to just adjust our expectations to what is possible with the loss of the value through the commission.
I gotcha. And I remember, if I recall correctly, you had mentioned that I believe you guys are still paying taxes on the property, and that it's
we
in.
just all chipped in for the fall tax payment just very recently. So
Gotcha.
we're still carrying those costs. The sister that's living in the property is covering insurance and whatnot, but everybody has agreed that for the property taxes that we'd all pay an equal share.
Okay, I gotcha. And it sounds like you're planning on listing it with a commercial agent. Is that kind of your plan right now, as of right now?
Yeah, well, that's the value of the property. It's not a residential property anymore. There's no sense even considering. And the house that's on it is, as I told the friend of mine that's the realtor, is that the house is on it is built in the 40s. And the only thing it's going to be good for is, a bulldozer. It needs to be removed, and the value is in the property itself and the location, not in any structure that's on it.
Right. I gotcha. So you're saying the value is primarily in the location?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's sitting right at the corner of Brant and Stone. It's they've already done the road improvements. We suffered through that, so that's all done. And it's a place where a lot of businesses are springing up. They're building some huge thing across the street a little bit to the east of us. I'm not even sure what that's going to be, but there's now companies are coming along and putting investments into that area because it's a good area for commercial real estate.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. So I guess my question here is let's pretend we were able to agree on price and terms and um, all six of you were able to get, you know, what you wanted out of the deal. I mean, and to be fair, I'm not even sure that I can make that happen, but let's pretend I could. What would happen next?
Oh, I mean, the property is immediately available. The sister that's living in it is already packing her things up in boxes and preparing to leave. So
Gotcha.
it'd be just a matter of going through escrow, getting all the title searches and whatnot all taken care of, and then, sticking a date and transferring the title.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
I'll have a signed power of attorney from all of the siblings
Mm-hmm.
to sign off for them. Then it'd just be a matter of having the escrow agent, issue the 6 equal checks to the 6 owners.
I gotcha. Okay. So you guys, it sounds like you guys are pretty much ready to move on from the property. You just want to make sure that you're either getting more bang for your buck or you're might have to adjust your expectations. You're trying to figure out whether you need to adjust your expectations or not.
That's kind of where we're at. I mean, like I say, the people that I've talked to so far, and I've only sat down with a couple people. There's 2 or 3 people, I can't remember all of them right now, that are in your position that are
Mm-hmm.
looking to purchase and flip properties and
Right.
looking to get something at a bargain price. And I've talked to that one realtor back in December, and I think that there seems to be an agreement from all of them that the property could be worth what we're asking for if you had the right buyer. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, like I say, the people I'm talking to, like yourself, are looking for it at a bargain price. And the siblings, the owners of the property, are not pressed to sell, but none of them are in a financial state where they have to sell it. As a matter of fact, the one that's living in it would be more than happy to stay living there for an extended period of time if that's what worked out. So,
Mm-hmm.
nobody is driven to give away property at a value that's less than what it's worth. But on the other hand, when it comes time to write the check for the property taxes, they're all anxious to find out where we're at.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I got you. And excuse me if you already said this, but I'm just a little confused. If you could clarify, you said the sister that's living in the property currently, she's already packing up.
She's already got boxes filled, and she's when we were over there yesterday. We talked to her. She was discussing the various methods of getting the rest of her stuff together and out of there. She's got some things that belong to one of her grandchildren that she's trying to get him to come and get out of the 1 bedroom so she doesn't have to deal with it. But yeah, she's she knows that that's the agreement. That's where she stands. She's just occupying the house to keep it. I don't know. I'm afraid that given where it's at, you try to board up a house like that, it just becomes a safety hazard. It's
Mm-hmm.
better off for her to live there at the time being, and for her financially, from her standpoint, she's better off just staying there and
Mm-hmm.
covering insurance and her share of the taxes and paying utilities, and
Right.
the cheaper living for her there than not. But she's fully aware that she's in a position where as soon as we find a buyer and the deal is done and the date is set, that she's going to have to start working on getting herself moved out.
I got you. I got you. Well, I'll be frank with you here, Mike. I if you guys are looking to get 25,000 apiece between 6 of you, I probably would not be able to make that happen. So I'll just be honest with you there. That's a little bit more than what I'm willing to pay for the property. I'm assuming nobody is willing to, come down off of that $25,000 mark.